Hi, everybody. Let me put on a filter so y'all can't see my tired face. Lord. Thank goodness for Instagram filters, because this actually makes me look like I'm awake. So, we are continuing the discussion on, hold on one second. Men who are in abusive relationships. Slim, I see you. I'm coming. There we go. Hi, yeah. So nice. Everybody's coming back. Hi, Slim.
What's up? What's up, everybody? I'm gonna see the numbers climb back up.
You okay?
I'm sure.
You sure?
I'm good. I'm better than ever. We're gonna
Okay.
we're gonna wrap right after this.
Yes. Okay. I feel like I'm crying. What kind of
No,
beer are
I'm
you
good.
drinking?
El Presidente, the Dominican
El
beer.
Presidente.
Yeah, I got beer for sale too. Holla at anybody in my local area. I've been moving these shits. Don't worry
Are you
about it.
like you're the plug? You're the
I'm the
beer plug?
plug. I'm the beer plug. Yeah, definitely. Yo, AJ, yo, I'm down with trying to come down there on So I'm trying to come see you. It's my birthday, yo. Me and Mr. L, we could
What do
link,
you
yo. My
what
birthday's
are
this
you doing
Saturday.
anything for your birthday? Where's Mr. L?
I ain't got no plans. I'm just chilling, yo. I'm sure some of the homies hit me up. Maybe I'll break out, but it's right before Christmas. Nobody, everybody play broke around my birthday. You know,
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you
not
see
me, them.
Nick from Erotic Boudoir. Nick said that she's local. Man, I don't know how much times Nick has to give you drop them hints, but you're just not picking up
It's not
what's
hints.
being put down, my friend. Hello.
It's not
Don't be
hints.
scared.
It's not
Don't be
hints.
scared.
Whoa,
She's
whoa,
not gonna
whoa,
use the
whoa,
toys
hold
on
on, hold
you.
on. She said you got plans now, boy. She said, yo, you got plans. She didn't ask you. She's telling you you got
Woo!
plans for your
We
birthday.
might have to meet in Philly.
Yo,
But
we
if you,
meet in Philly. We could all link in Philly, yo.
but I mean, if you're trying to come down, just say the word. We make some stuff happen.
Hold
I don't
on.
know.
What did Have say? AJ abused me. I'm writing a tell-all book called Surviving
Oh,
Who said that?
who
AJ.
said
Oh,
that?
Listen, let me just tell you, anybody out there, if I've abused you, trust me, you would enjoy it.
Mm.
Let's just
who
leave it
said
at that.
that?
Huh?
Who said that?
Have Haven,
Uh-oh, Val
Haven, have
froze.
yeah. Val's buffering. What's going on? I like it because Val's smiling. Do you guys see the
I know,
grinning
right?
smile?
She's in.
It
Let me
caught him at the
screenshot
perfect
this.
time. Oh my goodness me. But Slim, you have to celebrate. Birthdays are important. You have to celebrate. You got to celebrate. You got to celebrate. Hold on, let's see.
So we
There's
meeting
Val.
up in Virginia this weekend?
I'm with it, yo. I
You
really
know,
am.
I think we could do that.
I really am.
Val, hop in
Val,
the car. Come on to Virginia, brother.
when your screen froze, it caught you smiling. It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I should have screenshot it. Thinking about it.
Hey, I did. I got it.
Like
You
right
got
in the
it.
middle of a grin. I was like, wow.
That's
You gotta
I
send that
got
crazy.
it.
shit to me.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Somebody who has a resting bitch face, and then they're gonna freeze me smiling. That's crazy.
That's all right. That's how you prove them wrong.
That's like
Oh
it's
Hey,
not
wow.
the
So then
choking.
there we
Nah, yeah,
go.
it's
Okay.
not the force smile.
Wrapped up right in the force smile. Okay, so the last question that we left off in was that a lot of times women stay in abusive relationships for the kids. If you as a man were in a relationship that was abusive to you and you had children with your partner, would you stay in the relationship for the sake of the children? Let's say the kids were
Wow.
really young. Does it matter? Does the age difference of the children matter, or is it more so about your physical, mental, and emotional well-being?
So one thing I've learned off experience that the younger the child is, the better it is to create that separation.
Hmm.
Uh, that's one thing I learned that I learned,
Why is that?
and I'll leave it at that. Because at a younger age they don't remember. You know what I mean? They're not
Okay,
gonna remember anything from one and below, even two and below, really. You know what I mean?
right.
They're not gonna remember certain things. So if you got to play hardball or what I mean, by certain moves, it's best to do it at and then young. When they're young, as young as possible. I'll say that, and I'm telling you all with experience. I think one person with a baby here. Well, you got kids, AJ, but you know what I'm saying?
I have
Like
adults. I don't have children.
adults. Yeah, I have a child, so
Yeah.
I'm just
According
saying,
to my
like,
family, none that I know of. But
There you go.
Sorry, what?
Hey,
Okay.
hey,
I only have
hey,
one.
hey.
Just regular old dick sling, huh?
Nah.
Regular old.
My bad. I
Okay,
didn't mean to
so
interrupt you.
different question. I feel like I already know what the answer is going to be, but I'm gonna. Is there any situation of abuse, any type, mental, physical, verbal, emotional, where you would stay in the relationship with the person and work with them? Is there any situation, any mitigating factor that would make you say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to stay and I'm going to help them work on it. Is there any situation that you could see yourself being in where you know that the person is abusive on some kind of level where you would stay and work it out with them?
Only if I deserved it.
Only what?
Only if I did something so fucked up and she's like cursing me out because I did something fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I crossed the line and she
No,
cursed me the fuck.
that's not what I'm asking.
Nah. You can do
You
some.
no,
You can
that's
do
not
some
the
things.
question.
I'm not
You
considering that
messing up and
verbal
getting
abuse.
cussed for it, that's not the question.
All right.
This is where the person is abusive to you verbally, mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically. Any combination or any individual one. But there's something in your spirit that says, I got to stay and make it work. Can you think of a situation where that would happen for you to say, you know what? I love them enough to make it work. I love them enough to stay and try.
I love
That's
myself
hard for
more.
me, man. I don't know.
Yeah, Val, you married. I don't know, bro. But to me,
I
my
don't
single
know.
ass.
Val, I'm going to pick on you because you're
Uh-oh.
married. Yes, you get a different because you're married, because there are vows that you've taken, because of the better or for worse clause.
Yeah.
And I can't see a day of royalty being this way, Minnie. But let's suppose on some level she was abusive to you. Because you took those vows of the for better or for worse, would you stay and work it out?
Oh, Lord. Okay.
We can come back.
No.
We
We're
we
good.
come
We're good.
back.
So my thing is, because stay, I think of timelines. So my thing is, the first thing that I would say, when it comes to a head for me, which would be very quickly, because again, I don't like none of that shit. I'm
Right.
gonna sit there and I'm just gonna be like, listen, we took these vows and all this stuff, okay? Like you already know, we're having these issues. You are not dumb. We know these are these issues that we're having. I want to go to counseling. If she agrees, and she
What if
agrees,
she
and
says no?
I'm out.
I don't see what there is a problem. I'm not going to counseling. I
hmm
don't know what your issue is. You're being way too soft. Suck it up.
So okay, so I had just said I'm out, but I'm gonna renege just a little bit.
Okay.
I would try a different way of explaining it. Number one, I would try to bring in a non-biased source. Number two, that's not the counselor as of yet.
Okay.
Potential somebody that would be more maybe leaning on her side, only because I believe that there's some individuals that aren't so, well, that's my friend, so I'm just going to agree with everything that they say. I'm not going to that individual. I'm going to that unbiased friend.
Okay.
We're going to talk about this situation, and I'm going to hope that from that source, because like how we said earlier, sometimes I would say something and it's Chinese. So we're going to get
Right.
this friend to tell you what's up. And now this friend agrees with me, this conversation. Now, these two individuals in your life that you deem important that are saying the same exact thing, if you still choose not to go with me, I have to go. I have to go. But if you choose to agree with me and you want to work on it, and you're not just saying it, like you're making those actions, you want to go with me, you show up, things of that nature, hopefully that change is going to happen. I suck saying this. I would stay as long as there's a consistent improvement. When it
Okay.
goes back down, if it goes back down, like Slim said, I have to be out, because then you got to choose yourself. You can't take that abuse,
Right.
So I'm a
Okay.
little bit all over the place with that, because that's
No,
hard.
you're fine.
Nah, and
Mr.
it's
L,
different because you're
I'm
married.
gonna give you a scenario. Okay. You've been with someone for 2 years. You've decided that you want to get married to this person. You guys are engaged. You're planning a wedding. You notice that the 6 months leading up to your wedding, that her true self has emerged.
Ooh.
Her representative is no longer there. Her true self has emerged. She's verbally abusive. She'll do things like chuck you in the back of your head or push you. She'll do things like make snide comments to you under her breath. You know what I mean? She'll belittle you. So you're starting to see the abusive behavior emerge. Do you put the wedding plans on hold? Do you go to counsel? What do you do in that situation? The representative is no longer there. She feels like she's bagged you. So now she's let her hair done and take off the wig, take off the bonnet, and you're seeing the true her. And the true her is abusive.
Val gave me a different perspective to look at things, because I have preached on it before. Like, yo, I'm going to try and exhaust every you know, little amount of help or big amount of help that I can get. You know, any type of source that I can go to and get, I will tap into that if I truly love this person. You know, I know how to keep my distance from somebody when they start to do some crazy stuff. I know how to keep my distance. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be aware, and I'm gonna, you know, look out for myself. Of course, still in this time, where like, oh, she about to turn up, or I know that I'm just feeling it. I'm getting out the house, doing something. If I truly love them, but now if consistent basis, now like if she puts her hands on me, one thing, that's it. Like that's my one thing where like automatically we're done.
Okay.
You swing on me, you throw something at me like that, like
You're done.
we're done. And this is not like a I messed up type thing. This is just a you're just this type of person. Like any little thing that triggers you, just you're mad or something, and you just start throwing stuff at me, something of that nature. You put your hands on me. That's it. That's the one thing where no matter what, we're done. Verbal, not caring, things like that. Like, you know, all right, let's try and work on it. If not, then I don't care if it's 3 days before the wedding and we can't get no money back. There's no amount of money that I'm going to continue through the wedding with for the sake of embarrassment, losing that financial, you know, whatever we put into it. No, it doesn't matter. We're done. That's it. I'm out because I'm choosing myself, my peace over the verbal abuse or the mental abuse, emotional abuse that you're going, especially after we sought help. Because if I'm noticing in that 6 months beforehand, I may give you like a month, and I'm observing you for that month.
Right.
And if you're still doing this, all right, cool. We need to go to our marriage counselor or whatever, you know, whoever it is. Things aren't really getting better, or if in that things get better, 1 month they're better, but then you back a little bit next month. I'll observe you another. Let me see if you're gonna get yourself back on the right track. If you don't, I'm straight. We good. Nah.
Okay. Slim.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
It's gonna be a good
What
one.
would be harder for you to deal with? Verbal abuse or physical abuse from your lady? Hold on. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, or emotional abuse? What would be the hardest for you to deal with?
I'm gonna say probably emotional abuse. Wow. Probably emotional abuse
I can see that.
above everything else, and then verbal, and then physical would be the last. Yeah.
Because you can always walk away if they're trying to be
Well,
physical.
yeah. Physical, I could walk away. My verbal judo is on point. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good.
So we can go bar for bar with that one.
Yeah, my verbal judo is good, son. You know what I'm saying?
He's verbal judo, really.
Yeah.
I like that.
I can chop you down, being a heartbeat, believe me. And I don't have to curse to do it. Although I curse a lot, I don't have to.
Okay.
And the last thing, and emotional is, for me, it's so heavy because, like I said, I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and I consider myself a very genuine Slim, a very sincere person. And I truly try to walk his path. And you know what I mean? I don't talk his path. I try to walk his path. And I'm talking about my higher power. So everything I do is out of good. I would never do anything bad. And emotionally I would never intentionally emotionally try to fuck you up or hurt you. You know what I mean? And if I ever did, it wasn't my intent. You know what I'm saying? It was an unintended consequence. So the fact that you're emotionally fucking with me, it's gonna fuck with my insecurity. It's abstract. I can't really touch it. So that's gonna fuck with me in a sense. I'm just gonna leave me. I'll stop enjoying life because I'm gonna start questioning
Yes.
my relationship
Yourself.
and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that.
Collective question. Would you consider withholding sex a form of abuse? Or is it just
Yes.
their right?
When you say that, when you put the other end on it, it makes it sound
Come on.
terrible.
Come on. You think I'm going to
Yeah.
give you this easy? Come on. Would withholding sex be considered a form of abuse, or is that just her right?
Yes. No, for me, for Slim, you dating Slim? Yeah, that's a form of abuse. Motherfucking right. Yeah. Yes.
Explain.
For me, because anybody who knows me know I got a high sex drive, and I know I'm a physical touch is one of my love languages. You know what I'm saying? So by you not giving me that physical touch, I'm gonna perceive it like, hey, you may not love me, or your love may be fading, or I'm not as attractive, or I'm not, you know what I mean? Or you're interested someplace else. Because at the end of the day, sex is it's a I don't give a fuck who ain't fucking. It's a need. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that need must be getting fulfilled by somebody the fuck else. You know what I'm saying? And once again, and especially if I tell you this is what I want, I have no problem telling my lady friend up front, like, yo, you know what I mean? On a particular night, yo, I want to have sex tonight. I'm on it. You know what I mean? Like, and if she don't do it, I'm not gonna take it like a blasphemy if I know it's a pattern. Like, damn, we ain't had sex in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The fuck is going on? You know what I mean? That's, yeah.
So if the response is, well, I asked you to do something, you didn't do it, so why should I give you pussy?
Abuse.
It's abuse. And it depends on what you're asking. I mean, fuck, if it's something within my means that I could have done, I mean, maybe, all right, I get it. I mean, but if it's something like that takes time in the process and the plan, you just holding out some pussy until you reach that status, that's a whole different story, B. You know what I'm saying? If it's something like,
whole
if it's something
mechanism.
like I told you to mop that, if I asked you to mop the floor or some shit and I just didn't mop it, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. Nah, I ain't getting, I can fuck with that. I can get that. Gotta keep a nigga in check. But when it comes to like, well, you ain't doing this, so I'm not, so you don't deserve to fuck. Like, fuck you.
Okay. Val, would you consider withholding sex a form of abuse?
I would.
I know someone had said it's punishment. It's punishment, not abuse. But is there really a difference? 6 of one, half dozen of the other?
I think that this kind of, it might be just a little bit subjective, just very close to that line.
It's subjective.
I think, subjective. Yeah, but Mr. L.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. Yeah, because it's like if it's done in a form of punishment. I wanted you to do something for me and you did not do it, or you did something to me that I did not like, and we didn't have this conversation at all, and you just choose to withhold it. Yeah, I see that as abuse. You're doing something to make sure that, okay, well, you're not giving me what I want. I'm not going to give you what you want. And it's a little bit toxic as well too, especially without that conversation aspect as well. It's somebody has erotic boudoir, a control mechanism. That is like one of the biggest control mechanisms that women do use, unfortunately, to control. Sorry, but to control men, to keep them in their place. To keep them continuing to do exactly what they want them to do, because they know if they do it, they'll get this.
So I will say, without disclosing anybody's business, I know someone that I know who was married for a number of years. Her ex-husband used to withhold sex from her as a form of control. So if she would want to have sex with him frequently, he would say, well, no, like we're only going to have sex twice a week. And no matter how many times she approached him, caressed him, kissed him, try to like get him to, he limited it so that she was always craving or desiring it from him, because he knew that she wasn't going to cheat. He knew that she wasn't going to go outside of their relationship. And she was never allowed to decide when they would have sex. It would always be decided by him and always on his terms.
Yeah, true dom. I'll tell you what. I'll withhold the orgasm from you.
That's not a dom. That's abusive.
All right.
Listen, I'll withhold the orgasm, but I'm not going to withhold the dick.
Not that part. Mr. L, is withholding sex abuse?
there's a difference, Slim. Being a dom, yes, you can't withhold sex as a punishment in a dom sub relationship. That's perfectly fine. But because that is, either a sadistic way or that it is but that is something that you both agree on when you become the dom sub relationship type deal. Now in a relationship, that's definitely a form of abuse. At the end
Yeah,
of the
this
day,
was not a dom sub dynamic
yeah,
in any
no,
way,
this
shape, or
is
form.
so we're just speaking in general. There have been no conversations had, nothing like that.
Nope. Like
You
I
are
bore
literally
witness to
using
it.
this.
I was there one day when his statement was, well, no, I only give it to her maybe 2 or 3 times a week because I don't want her to have too much or some bullshit like that, he said. And I was like,
Hmm.
you're good. Because your woman desires you, your woman craves you, your woman is asking for intimacy, and you're telling her no, you're gonna ration your penis? Where the fuck do they do that at?
Yeah,
At his house, obviously.
that
But
sounds
where on the
foreign to me.
planet do they do that? You're rationing intimacy with your wife, with your wife, with your wife, and
That's
then expecting
ridiculous.
her to just do what? You get mad if she has toys and she masturbates. You don't like that because you want to be there when she's using them, but you're not giving her sex frequently enough to, you know what I mean? Like it's just,
Hmm.
yeah,
It like
yeah, that's a big red
like
flag.
That's
like Nick
crazy.
said, it is a control mechanism. I'm taking away this thing that I know that you enjoy,
Yes.
that
Yes.
I know that you want to do, you want to have. No, but just for some because you didn't do what I told you to or asked you to. No.
Yeah.
Mm. No,
What you do
it's
to
definitely
trigger?
abuse. Especially if I'm not saying because of course at the end of the day consent is needed, but like if this is one of those things where you're just doing it with ill intentions in your heart and in your
Yeah.
mind, abuse.
So for Platonic, I know George Cruz, it wasn't that he doesn't like sex, he likes sex, but he just wanted to be able to dictate when they would have it. Like he was never going to allow her to say, okay, well, like it would never be a situation where, sometimes like your lady goes and showers and she comes out of the shower and she's smelling fresh and she's looking all delectable and ting, and she comes to you and she's trying to rub up on you. You're like, no. But then later on in the evening, when you're ready now, you will go to her and say, now we can. And she has
So
no choice but to say, okay, because she doesn't know when she's going to get it again.
bully versus dom, you're being a bully in that situation
Yeah.
As
with the
opposed to being a
ill
dom.
intentions.
Gotcha.
And like I said, even then we're taking the dom out of it because that wasn't the
Yeah. He's
dynamic.
not a
You're
It
just
dom.
wasn't
doing this
discussion, yeah.
in general. Yeah. So you're being you're being a bully at that point.
Yes.
Which y'all should go
Okay.
check out the Bully versus Dom episodes on the Boom Boom Chronicles podcast and from the mind of
Hey,
Mr. L. Just throwing it out there.
hey.
Another plug.
Nice
All
plug,
right.
nice
All
plug,
right
Featuring
nice
now.
featuring
plug.
yours truly and AJ. Just throwing it out there.
Nice plug, guys.
So we're winding down in the last 5 minutes before we hop off. So just not even quickly, but if each of you can and list for everyone what you consider to be relationship red flags when the woman is abusive. So for the men out there and even for the women in the live who are paying attention, if you know someone who's in an abusive relationship and they keep making excuses for the person's behavior, they keep brushing it under the rug, especially for men because there's a measure of expectation that they're just supposed to put up with bullshit. For the three of you, individually, collectively, what are red flags when men are in an abusive relationship that they should be paying attention to?
Consistently being belittled.
Mhm.
Being disrespecting your manhood. Basically, calling you a bitch out of your name, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're supposed to be taking this, however variation you want to take it. Like, you're not. And then apparently you're not allowed to have boundaries.
Right. That's a very important one. That's a very, very important one. Okay. Mr. L? what are some red flags that you think that people should be paying attention to, or if you've seen the signs that somebody is in an abusive relationship that you can bring to their attention, what for you would be those red flags?
Val, what was the first one that you said? I just want to double check just to make sure I don't repeat it, but
It's gone. I'm sorry.
it's cool. All right, so it makes me feel better for forgetting. Then, all right. Definitely not being considerate of, my feelings.
Belittling
Um,
their manhood was one of them.
yes. So not being considerate of my thoughts, my feelings, when it comes to things, because once again, like we said, that's just how you are, or you're gonna do what you
Mm,
want, which yes, you have the right to do. But if we are in this together, and there's something that I'm not liking and I'm feeling, and you're not taking anything into consideration, you're just doing your thing no matter what, we're not gonna be together. Um, One thing that we really didn't mention, but like if she doesn't want you around, you have to be around her all the time. You have to be around her
say that
all
one
the
again,
time.
please. All the
Um,
time.
all the time, like to the point where you can't even sneak out, kick it with your boys, your family. Even if you have like, it won't even let you have homegirls, even like that. Not saying you going out and kicking it with them, but just like even
Yep.
female friends.
Yep.
I think that to me is a huge red flag as well. Um, George took the lack of accountability. When you mess
Lack
up,
of
if you don't admit
accountability.
it, because sometimes I'm thinking they're always right. I'm right about this,
Yeah.
or they have the issue of admitting when they're wrong about something. So when that happens and you do not have that lack of accountability, super red flag.
Slim, for you, what would you say are red flags that people should pay attention to? Or if you know somebody that's in an abusive situation, or maybe they don't see the signs of it, what would be the red flags that you would bring to their attention, or that you would say that are important that to look out for?
I would definitely say a sense of selfishness is a red flag. A lack of being able to express yourself is a red
Ooh.
flag. Like if you go to express yourself and it leads to belittlement, or you go to express yourself and it's not reciprocated, I think that's a red flag. Or if it's not taken seriously. A
Mm,
lack of contribution, I think is a red flag to the relationship, because oftentimes in relationship there won't be one person really fighting for it. You know what I mean? When
mm.
they're going through bumpy shit. You know what I'm saying? So people could say all day, I want to be with you, blah 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 blah, but if only one person is fighting, it ain't gonna go nowhere. And definitely, like I said, lack of sex, I think, is an important one that you brought that up. Uh, that's
If
about
I
I had
could
one
throw
more. I
one
want to.
in, the person not being able to apologize. I know we talked about lack of accountability, but the person not being able to apologize, especially when you've brought something to their attention, they know that they're wrong, and they just try to sweep it under the rug, or they say, "Oh, babe, don't worry about that," or they try to minimize it. I think that that's a really big one. I think that people, when a person can't apologize for their wrongs, that's a huge deal for me.
yeah.
Mr.
I
L,
have two more that I just want to slide in there that they kind of
absolutely,
intertwine with each other. Um, if she's comparing you
Mm.
to either men from the past or other men or her homegirls men, well,
yes,
he's doing this and they're doing that, and it's a red flag. If she like
yes.
you are, that's a red flag. Um, and then what was the other one? If she tries to change who you are as well, like your morals or standpoints and things like there, of course, are things compromised, but if she knows that this is something that hey, I'm good on this or that, this or the other, but she tries to continue to pressure you into changing who you are and making you who you're not necessarily for the better for you
Yeah.
and what she
Yes.
sees that you want to go with in life, but just for what her perspective of what her man should look
Yeah.
like or what you should look like, and she tries to change you, also a red flag.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
someone
Because I'm
who's
with Tig with
unappreciative
that.
and never says thank you. There's a sense of
Yes.
entitlement, like they're just owed whatever it is that you do. There's never any appreciation for what you do. They just figure, well, you're my man, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
There's never a thank you. I think
Well,
that
for
that's a
me,
huge red
I would
flag as
say I
well.
would say being taken for granted is a thing too. I
Yes.
think that comes in too with that. That's something that I didn't realize. That's something that's kind of tricky. You don't necessarily see until over time. I think that's something, because some of these qualities, we saying,
They
oh
don't
well,
manifest right away.
yeah, exactly. Some of these
Yeah.
qualities we saying, like, oh, they may manifest one time here. You may not see it again till maybe 2-3 months later. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
True.
So what I'm saying is that, we talking a lot of shit up here, like, we just gonna leave a motherfucker. But honestly, we wait to see, like Val said, over time, to see habitual behavior or if things can be countered and shit like that. I'm all with for changing. I love change. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with changing. But like Mr. L said, change me for the better. Yeah, I got a shorty right now tell me, yo, stop cursing so much, blah, blah, blah. She's absolutely the fuck right. I should stop cursing so much.
As you
That's
just
that,
cut
As you
the fuck.
yeah. But
wait,
that's a
wait,
change.
wait.
Work in progress.
You got your verbal judo that you can use without cussing.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I'm not in a combat war zone right now, so we're good. You know what I mean?
Mm.
All I'm saying is that and I love y'all, so I can talk comfortable. But what I'm saying is
Absolutely.
that dang, lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, change for the better. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always trying to elevate. I'm one of those people who's never content. Like, okay, I'm good. Like life don't let me say that shit. So
Yes.
you know what I mean? So whatever, and I love knowledge. I love being a better person. So whatever, if it's gonna make me a better person, I'm for it. But don't try to mold me into your perception of what you could be, because this is slim.
So the one thing I would say to you, Slim, is maybe learn balance. You don't necessarily have to stop cussing. It's about
Yeah.
balance. You're in a business
Mm-hmm.
situation, you're not going to curse, but when it's us and you're talking among friends, you feel like cussing, the fuck. Say what
Oh
you
no,
want
I
to
do,
say.
I do.
It's
Believe me,
it,
I work for a
it's
medical
like
field, and I work
yeah,
for
it's
just a
like
medical
code
school.
switching.
I would never major that. Yeah, I code switch. I have a
Yeah,
I code
yeah.
Yes.
switch.
But the
Yes.
thing is
Okay.
that sometimes we can get in such a habit of it that that person doesn't want you to slip out, slip up
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just like, oh.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Another thing be if they don't celebrate you. I know we talked about being unappreciated, appreciative.
Yeah.
But if they don't
Celebrated. Yes.
also celebrate you,
Big
that's
one.
a big red flag to me because like
Big red
Exactly.
you're
flag.
doing it, you should be
Oh, wait,
celebrated.
I have another one.
You should
Those
definitely be celebrated.
backhanded compliments in regards to this, like celebrating you,
Word.
those backhanded compliments, or like, oh, you think you're so nice with your little friend. Oh, yeah, you're a little bit cuter. All that bullshit. No, tell me I'm handsome straight up. Tell me that I've
Yes.
done a good job straight up. Tell me that
Yes.
I'm doing like whatever. Tell me that directly. Don't give me the backhanded compliments. That shit. No,
So I was
no.
told, I was told, go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it. You feel what I'm saying?
Boom.
Like that's the
Yes,
saying that I was told. I was told late in life, but that shit is true, and that's my motto from here on out. Especially if you're my woman, because I'm gonna put you on the highest pedestal. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
It'd be my mama, my mom is probably equal. And this is my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you next in line, B. So why wouldn't you treat this king like your king? I'm gonna treat you like my queen. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? I'm gonna treat you like royalty. You feel what I'm
balance. There
saying?
has to be balance.
Yeah, but you gotta
Absolutely.
give it back. We're being on you. For me, it's more important how you conduct yourself and act when and hold me up when I'm not around, when I'm not in your
Yes.
presence. You know what I'm saying? That speaks fucking
What
numbers.
was that word? Was that a cuss word?
I probably, but we talking. You said
He said, "I'm amongst
Probably.
friends."
yeah, you
Right?
said I'm amongst friends. Then you should say that.
You're amongst loved ones, you're amongst
That's what you
friends.
said.
Okay, we've come to the end of our session. We're going to wrap up. Gentlemen, I love you. Thank you for a great discussion. Thank you for an open discussion. For everyone who joined the chat, we love and appreciate you. We don't always get through all the comments, but we do see them. We appreciate the feedback. We appreciate the input. For everyone who's shared something, for everyone who's contributed, you guys are awesome. You are all rock stars, and we appreciate you. Gentlemen, please do your outros.
Okay, I guess I'll go first.
Slim, I don't know how, guy, we've been doing this for like 6 months, my friend.
I
You're
guess I
always
always go first.
first. Hello.
I don't know.
This is the agreement that we have.
I don't remember, bro.
All I know is
Let me
I
go
go
back.
last. That's it.
Yeah, but
Right.
that's because you got it. Listen,
I just know that.
I'm the genuine Slim Stay Scheming. I'm here representing 973 Vibes. I do PR for 973 Vibes, a podcast out of Newark, New Jersey, or Essex County, I should say. Found on all streaming platforms. Also, one of 3 members of Four Play Tonic with the King George Cruz and my man Mr. L down below. We promote a sex positive community for everybody, people of color primarily, but everybody. Please go follow our IG page and get down with us. We got to be doing some big things. We're planning a few events. Just get down with the team. Anybody who came in tonight, we just want to express our appreciation, our appreciation. We love all the comments. Please keep them going. If y'all want us to talk about some shit or bring up a new topic or you left something out, you can hit up our IG page at 3 Guys and a Girl. I said that wrong. At 3_guys and _ a girl.
No, no,
Something
no.
like
It's
that. I'm
three
sorry.
three
Correct
guys
me.
underscore and a girl. There we go. It's under there. It's down
Yeah, it's
there.
right
There you
there.
go. There you go. Sorry.
Try to
Sorry.
pin it.
But we do appreciate it, and you know what I'm saying. Let's keep this thing going.
Yes, yes. Before my outro, I just want to quickly say there was individuals that were sending me messages during this conversation. They saw the pin at the bottom, men in abusive relationships, and they
Yeah.
said that they weren't able to be in here because of the place that they are. And I just wanted to say quickly, I completely understand. That is totally
Well,
fine. Thank you for admitting that to me, that I completely understand. But I hope that when you get into a place that you feel comfortable, listen to this episode, because it's not meant to
yeah.
trigger anybody. It's to truly help you and to help you identify these things so you're not in that situation again, okay? Just wanted to
Oh,
quickly
that
say
hurts my
that.
heart.
Yeah.
This episode was heavy, man. It was
This was
good.
It
heavy.
was.
Yeah.
But it was
Um,
a necessary discussion, an important discussion. I think
Absolutely.
honestly, like we don't talk enough about the things that men experience,
yes.
and the unfair expectations that are placed on men. You know, we are the biggest contributors to male toxicity. This isn't something that just developed by itself. It's not like men just want to be toxic because they want to be toxic. These are the expectations that are generational, you know what I mean, that we've placed on men. So it's like I said, with the measure of abuse, there's just this expectation that if your woman hits you, you're just supposed to take it. If she shouts at you, you're just supposed to accept it. If she calls you names, if she's verbally abusive to you, you're just supposed to deal with it. And if you lash out, you're the one who's in the wrong. Like, that's just crazy to me. So that hurts my
Crazy.
heart. But I'm happy that they were able to. Oh, okay. Sorry, Val, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I give power to them and I give them healing vibes, and I appreciate you for even
Yes,
saying anything.
love and
Truly.
light.
Yes. Again, my name is Val. Instagram, dating_Gen YZ. Dating for millennials and Gen Z. What I aim to do is to help you guys cultivate the healthy dating and relationship lives that you all deserve. I also do sessions, solos, couples, understanding your dating scene. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. Also, beginning my podcast, I took the series that was on Instagram and I'm turning it into a podcast, The Intricacies of
Woo!
Dating and Relationships. If
It's
you want to be on
needed.
it, please hit me up. Of course, you know I'm going to reach out to each and every one of you, AJ, Slim, Cruz, Mr. L, whoever, hit me up. We'll be on it. I hope that you guys all have a great night.
Thanks. Mr. L, the Dirty South.
So a few things. I'm gonna try not to be long here, but when we were just talking, then I just had another red flag um, that came to me, and that is that if you are being emotional or involved with your feminine self or side, and she looks at you and is just like, "Yo, man up," type deal, huge red flag. Um, so everybody,
So you know what we'll do? We'll create a collective list
post on the
over the
page.
next couple of weeks, and we'll post it on the Three Guys and a Girl page. We'll
Yeah,
post it everywhere where we post stuff, but we'll
Yes.
create a collective list of all the things that we've discussed, that we think or consider to be, and then people can contribute to that
Nice.
list in the comments for things that they've
Nice.
experienced or things that
Nice.
they think are signs of
Love
abuse
it.
and red flags. I think that
Love
that's
that
something that we
idea.
can definitely do. Okay.
hmm
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Good.
definitely.
Okay.
Also,
Let me
I
write
should
that
be
down.
back from my hiatus from the Mind of Mr. L on Instagram. Then by the end of the week, hopefully the fire has subsided. You know, Mr. L does what Mr. L does. We're gonna see, just to play things safely. I also like put a halt on publishing all episodes right now. I just republished them, I think like yesterday. So if you are subscribed and you see things pop up, they are not new episodes. I do have the 1 year anniversary episode with K Spot Therapy on deck. It just so happened that the day that I was going to release it, something happened, and then the next day I was going to release Wildfire just took over. So it's coming. If you see some things pop up, I'm getting everything back in order. Be patient with me. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I love you. But I am Mr. L, the host of From the Mind of Mr. L podcast, where we discuss sex, life, kinks, fetishes, all different types of things. We're all three of these lovely ladies and gentlemen have been on there. For Platonic, also as Slim mentioned, it's not just something where people just come have sex or do things. No, we want to educate, create a community, a judgmental free and a safe, above anything, community for everyone, but especially catering towards our people of color, but also our kinky people as well, because we need that space. Um, is there anything I'm missing? Oh, holidays. Happy holidays to everybody. Remember, seasonal depression is still a thing. Reach out to your strong friends. Check on them. Check on your people
Yes.
that you know that might deal with it. Do whatever you can for them. Ask them if they what it is that they need from you. Don't just take it upon yourself to try and do something, because you never know, that might not be what it is that they need at that moment. Um, yeah, happy holidays. I'll be in Vegas. Hit me up if anybody is going to be out there for New Year's. Holla at your boy. I am the I mean, well, I don't know if you're saying that I should get up there and strip or something. I mean, I'm all for making money anyway. Whichever way, yeah, get the money coming in. But anyways, I'm the compassionate Dom, the sensual sadist, the Southern Gem, the sprinkle of filth, Mr. L.
And I'm AJ. I'm here for all the nasty shit. That's it.
The
So
host, way more than that. The host,
The Queen.
architect, teacher.
Word, the architect, God.
it's the age. I'm an
The
old girl. I've got
disciplinarian, if
a
she needs to
lot of
be.
wisdom to impart.
Everything.
So that is it for us. Thank you to everyone who came through, who stuck around, and was here for this week's live of Three Guys and a Girl. Please make sure you follow our homepage. Please also make sure that you follow each of us individually, as well as Foreplay Tonic. That is going to take off in a crazy kind of way. And I know, especially when the weather gets warmer and events start popping and hopping and ting and ting,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be something. It's going to be something.
We just need that little virus to chill out. That's all. We just
Yeah.
need that little virus to chill out a little bit.
Okay. So,
We got ways around
gentlemen,
that,
I love you guys as always. We will talk on the outside of the ting on ting. But yeah, anything anybody wants to say before we go?
Happy holidays.
Y'all come.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Bah
holidays.
humbug. I'm the Grinch.
Come back in 2 weeks. I don't know. I think we should do something fun for that episode. It's the
I
Yeah,
think
the
so
last
episode before the
episode,
new year.
we
Like
either
we
have
should.
like maybe a
Well,
bathrobe theme, the pajama
yeah.
theme.
So that, I think our next one is on the 29th. So we'll plan something. We'll plan something fun. We'll plan something fun.
Sounds like a plan.
So y'all come back.
I'm gonna be a year older the next time y'all see me, God.
Yo, happy birthday.
This week,
Yep. Happy birthday to
This
Slim.
happy early birthday.
Appreciate
Sunday.
it.
So for those of you who know Slim, make sure you drop him a happy birthday on Sunday.
Saturday.
His Earth Strong,
Saturday.
the 19th. The 19th, right?
18th.
Saturday.
18th. Saturday?
She didn't hear
Man,
the
I'm just
50
giving
million
everybody the wrong
Saturdays.
information. Saturday, the 18th, not Sunday the 19th. You would have missed it. The 18th.
We record on the 19th.
We record.
Oh, hey, when are y'all gonna get these Olympics started that we talked about last episode?
Could we come off the live, please? Hello, hi, sir.
I came up with something completely new today. It just came to me today, and I was just like, "Yo, this is dope." And I'll tell you about it in the live. I mean, in the chat. But yo, it's dope. You're gonna be like, "Oh my god," you're gonna laugh, but you're gonna be like, "Yo, that's so dope."
I somehow feel like I'm not gonna laugh.
I think you will. Do you like Marvel?
I've been dying.
Have you watched Marvel movies or the comics? Yes or no?
Hi, come off the live, please. Uno, come off.
Yeah,
I don't know how to eject anybody. Or I would have hung up on Mr. L a long time ago. Uno, come off. Hang up.
But you're the one who said you're here for all the nasty stuff.
No,
Bye, y'all.
I'm here for all the nasty shit. I just don't need everybody to know that I'm here for the nasty shit. We're gonna talk about the nasty shit privately. We're gonna talk about it over.
I'll let y'all later.
Peace,
Everybody
everybody.
good.
See you guys later. My guys. So thank you to everyone who came through. That is it for us, Three Guys and a Girl. As I said, please follow our homepage, our main page. Follow everybody individually as well as Foreplay Tonic, for some good things. And we will be back in 2 weeks. We'll try to put out the announcement a little bit earlier of what it is that we're going to do, but we're going to try to do something special for the holidays, after the Christmas holidays, but before New Year's. And another reminder, again, Saturday is Slim's birthday. If you guys want to roll through and drop him a happy birthday, it would be greatly appreciated. Love y'all. We'll talk to you later. Why can I never hang up like a normal person?